So today I was at Walmart, and this is the Deck Builder's Toolkit from 2019. And they retail right now about for $25 to $30, which the price is right here. So I'm in Walmart and I'm going through the card section, and I see this and it's $20. So I'm like, I don't have a whole lot of money to play with because, as a group we only spend so much. So I kind of have a budget, and I'm like, all right, can I fit this in for another period? Maybe, a month from now, 4 weeks from now, maybe down the road. And, since it's coming out of my pocket, I'm like, all right, I don't know, can I pull this off? And so I was like, you know what, let's do it. And so I grabbed it, I put it, and I go up to the self-checkout. I put it through, and it was $15.98. And I paused because I was like, no, it's not. And I looked around. I was like, did I do something wrong here? So to put it in context, when this retailed in 2019, I believe it was like $30. And $15 is real whack cheap for this. The interesting part about it is this should not be as cheap as it was at Walmart. $15, to put it in perspective, I'm going to show you guys the packs that come out of this. Man, this is beat up. I wonder if it's because it was returned. I wonder why, but we don't care at all. So inside here, we get 4 packs, right? Now these 4 packs, so this is Core Set 2019. It's a pretty good set. But these 3 are specialty sets that you can't really buy retail anymore. They're not making these, so which makes the prices go up. So each of these you probably have to pay $4 or $5 online. And so remember, I got this for $15. So if you go to the store and buy each one of these retail, it's $16. So I could go and sell these on eBay right now and make a profit. So that's like how crazy the prices are for this. That's just part of why this is so crazy. Ixalan is really cool because it's pirates, it's tribal, so it's pirates, vampires, dinosaurs, and merfolk. And those dinosaur tribe is so cool. Dominaria is like they going back to the original plane, and so it's like going back to the beginning. And M19 was the first set when they went back to the core sets. So the next part of this, of course, is the rest of the cards. And if we look at it, that these are worth $16 and I paid $15. This stuff is just extra, right? And it's important to understand that all of these cards, you could say, are bulk. Like they're not worth a whole lot, but we don't really care because we're all just starting out our collection, and we can only use the cards we get in our club. So that makes like every card count even more, which is really actually kind of exciting. It makes this stuff worth more to us. It's not all about, well, this card's only worth so much, which is really cool. And each of these is like, I'm fairly certain it's cards from each set. So these are all going to be all Dominaria cards, which is really cool. These are going to be all M19. This is going to be all, I believe that's Ixalan, and then I believe this is Rivals of Ixalan, which was like the follow-up. So I'm just gonna, I think we're gonna open 2 of these now so you guys can kind of see what the packs are gonna be like. We'll go through 2 of them, and these packs are going to be put into, I'm gonna make more like simple, smaller booster packs, which is just a fun way for us to have more prizes. So first we're going to open, let's start with Ixalan. So this is one of my favorite sets because it's so cool to have like tribes. So we're just going to go through these cards real fast. So first we have a Perilous Voyage. Whoops. Then we have a Tormenting Voice, which is M19. You'll see some of the same cards from M19 and M20. This is actually a pretty cool card. If you have the extra mana, you can pay that extra money to just finish something off. Shock. This is legendary. I don't think we really had any shocks in 21. Shock is like one of the staples. So that's pretty cool. We get some of these. Lightning Strike deals 3 damage to any target. That's another foundational one. Gutter Snipe's really cool. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Gutter Snipe deals 2 damage to each opponent. So this can really be a finishing move, right? So someone has 7 health left and you're sitting on 3 instant spells or something and 2 shocks. So you'll play your 2 shocks, right? And each of those deals 2 damage. And pair that with the Gutter Snipe. That's going to deal 4 damage, and that's going to deal 4 damage, and that's just a game ender, right? So that's those 2 shocks are just will fly through people with this Gutter Snipe. So really fun card. Goblin Instigator, Wizard's Lightning. That's a Dominaria one. This is really cool. If you have a wizard, it essentially makes it into a 3 damage for 1 red, which is actually a Lightning Bolt. Really classic card. That is a wizard. Pretty cool. Now we're going to get into some of the Ixalan stuff. That's a Goblin Pirate, and I mean, clearly doesn't look like a Goblin Pirate. Bombard. Like I said, this isn't stuff that's super crazy, but it is the foundations of what you make in a pack. So now we get into some of the vampires. Resembling Skeletons, pretty cool. There's a Murder. Gravedigger, yeah, that's pretty cool. You can just go get a creature from the graveyard. That's classic graveyard retrieval. Getting into more vampires, Duress, and we have a bunch of basic lands. Yeah, so that's what we have so far, which is pretty cool. Next up we have Shaven Dragon, which is really one of the classics in Magic. It's, honestly not that great, but if you have the 6 mana and they don't have a blocker, so you can swing and you can tap your 6 mana. They don't declare blockers, then you're hitting them for 11. That's, late game finisher. We already went through these. I'm fairly certain these went out. We're in our extra packs. So now we're getting into the dual colors, which is always really fun. These are great. This is Vampire. So we're looking at black, other colors right now. Yeah, that's a fun card. Yeah, that's a great card. Heroic Reinforcements. Great card. Enigma Drake. Now this is a fun one. This is a lot like Crackling Drake, except it's cheaper, and it's just instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard instead of Graveyard in Exile. Now we have some dual lands. The problem with dual lands is they're so slow if you don't have the good ones, right? So they come in tapped, and if it's your first turn, you lose a turn essentially, But at our level, they actually really matter because we're not going to be getting any of those fast lands because we won't be opening those packs. This is a fun card. It's an enchantment, kind of. Then we have a blue-green flying. Nice. Good stuff. And we have 2 more packs, but those are going to be just extra packs. You won't know what that is. So for $15, we got all of this stuff, which is insane. I can't explain how much value we're getting here. You can't get this for cheaper than what I got it. anywhere. It's impossible. So, pretty cool.